So is it going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit, that would make
Okay, sit in front. Just read what it is. Okay. Why? No, I was there. Why were you so interested in the history of the Roundup?
I was interested because I first realized that the French had no idea of their history. They had no idea that they were the ones who rounded up the Jews and brought them to their brutal fates. I felt it was then my responsibility as a writer to inform the citizens of their history and to make sure they know why they were at fault.
Thank you. Why did you feel so connected to Sarah? Why were you so interested in her story?
When I first started with the research, I collected all the names of the Jews who were sent to concentration camps and then further sent to their deaths. Looking through the list, I realized that Sarah was not recorded as one of the children who were gassed. This then gave me hope that she could still be alive. I probably felt so connected to Sarah because she had hope in her, unlike me. I was having a hard time with my marriage and felt there was no way out. My husband told me that if I didn't get an abortion, he would divorce me. I loved him very much, and at the time I didn't see any other way of living without him by my side. Sarah's story distracted me from what was happening. Sarah wasn't just an unconscious distraction. I am very interested in history and making sure that people understand their history. And once I realized that Sarah could still be alive, my need to uncover the truth kicked in. As I kept digging and realized that Sarah's story was connected to mine and grew more and more attached, knowing that Sarah grew grew up and with her family.
Knowing that Sarah grew up with her family.
Knowing that Sarah grew up with her family in the apartment that I as well lived in brought me closer to her. When I spoke to the family that took her in after she escaped, they informed me of her motivation and hope to save her brother who was locked in a closet of where I once stood. And then realizing that he had died made me feel some sort of obligation to her. Meaning I felt that it was then my responsibility to find her and tell her that I was sorry. Sorry for what my husband's family did, which was move into her apartment when her family was ripped away and sent to their deaths. And sorry for all the pain that she has ever felt.
What have you learned from Sarah's story?
I have learned to live my life to the fullest. Sarah was not able to cope with what happened to her family and especially her brother. So she felt that it was her fault that her brother was locked in the closet, and from that she could not be content with herself. Sarah then chose to end her life so she didn't have to feel the pain anymore. From that I have learned to never take anything for granted and to fix any mistake that I have ever made.
Where did you feel competition comes into play with what you have learned?
I feel that Sarah was competing for her survival through trying to save her brother and at the same time trying to save her life. Evidence of competition takes place when Sarah and Rachel escape from the concentration camp. Also in my case with
with me competing. What? Say what I said.
Okay. Also in my case with me competing to unravel the story and all the secrets that my ex-husband's family was hiding. My ex-husband's family kept these secrets for years, and it was me competing with them to find out those secrets and find out Sarah's story.
Okay.
Is that all?
Yeah. So do I stop it?